Some children need extra help with their speech, with reading, even with walking and talking. Most schools are not set up to provide intensive support for children in need. So when the TK Martin Center opened on the campus of Mississippi State, it did not take long for parents to find out.
2 and 3 times a week they come. Parents driving their children hours for therapy, for tutoring, and for hope. That changed last night when social media posts and a phone chain spread the word TK Martin is losing funding. Our Riley Livingston takes a look at what this means to families. Riley?
Raising a child with special needs can be an isolating life. It is sticking to routine, making sacrifices. It is taking joy in the small moments and being thankful for the big ones. But if TK Martin loses funding, these mothers worry they will lose their community and the hard-won progress of their children. Martha Ann Welch and Laura Watley are moms who met at school. Their children are among hundreds who go to Mississippi State's TK Martin Center. They say the help their children receive is life-altering.
You're thrown into this whole world where you have no idea what to do next and how you're going to accommodate your child. And I heard about the TK Martin Center. We actually lived in Greenwood, and I heard about the TK Martin Center and Project Impact. I really kind of had no idea what they were going to do, but we applied, we got in, and I was like, okay, now what? So our entire family moved to Starkville. When we came, I mean, Ellie couldn't even sit up on her own, and by the end of that first school year, she was sitting independently and taking steps.
These mothers have found support and community with each other and for their children. Losing that help, they say, is devastating.
I kind of compared it to a head-on collision.
One of the big grants that they had that funded a lot of the staff was or has been cut, and as far as we know, those employees that help run the center and other employees that help with the communication devices that our children have, they will, as of tomorrow, I believe, go part-time, and then in June, they will no longer have a job.
The TK Martin Center operates on a patchwork quilt of grants, federal, state, and private donations.
This is a problem. I mean, like I said, we've been with the TK Martin since almost 2, so almost 6 years now, and every year it's been, trying to get the funding. We do fundraisers, and we've always known that there have been, cuts, and that's just how our, society works. There's budget cuts, and places lose money.
For their children, life without TK Martin may be steps in the wrong direction.
She is doing so well and thriving, and without those services, I just hate to think about how she could regress, because unfortunately with children, I mean, they will regress if they're not constantly getting that same routine and getting structure and the teaching that they receive there.
MSU Chief Communications Officer Sid Salters says senior university leadership met with the TK Martin Center this afternoon to begin developing a financial plan for the future for the center. Salters says full-time staff will serve as they have, but some part-time workers will be impacted by the financial changes to the center before the end of the fiscal year on June 30th. Salters says there is no intention by the university to close or substantially interrupt the services provided by TK Martin. He says that preschool classes and Camp Jabberjaw will continue as normal. Salter also tells WCBI it is a normal practice to review budgets near the end of the fiscal year.